Before the Aedra, before the Daedra, before the fake deities of Tamriel, there was the Vindicator of the Unvindicated, the Adjudicator of the Unadjudicated, the Protector of all things small and furry, the God of Animals, Ius the Extremely Agitated. Once neglected to the realm of legends and fiction, Ius is ready to return to the stage, setting his gaze and his wrath upon the lands of Morrowind. For today's Mod of the Day is none other than Ius the Animal God by the DrunkenMudcrab, Danae and DimNussens. Originally depicted in Arena and Daggerfall, Ius the Extremely Agitated was once the subject of a somewhat comical book from Daggerfall, explaining that the randomly generated placement of a shop blocking the town gates of Rock Creek back in Arena was, in fact, due to a curse caused by Ius, and not, as the QA testers believed, a bug. This is Bethesda after all. It just works is their motto. In any event, Daggerfall was the last anyone heard of Ius. That is, until now, for this quest mod adds 10 new quests for you to go on as the newly minted champion of Ius, God of Animals. It all begins in the village of Dagonfell, where you'll encounter a group of Khajiit worshipping Ius, with a new shrine dedicated to his agitatedness, and a new book detailing his exploits. After you agree to become the Champion of Ius, you'll be granted the Adjudicator of Ius, the flaming scales by which your enemies will be judged, a mighty artifact for a mighty deity, one that not only looks amazing, but which can be upgraded over the course of your questline with Ius. Being as Ius is a god of animals, his tasks often involve righting the wrongs committed against animal kind. And so he'll task you with bringing about his wrath against the pitiful two-legged mortals, hunting down mudcrab hunters in Alvalothy, cursing Gnarmark with an everlasting blizzard, and organising a workers' union for the game rats that Yingling Half-Troll uses in the Vivek Arena. These are just some of the quests that you'll get to go on. And a rather unique aspect of this questline is that each quest has multiple potential ways for you to solve it. Each one has a merciful, non-violent solution, and a wrathful, often deadly path for you to take, inspiring fear of Ius and the pitiful two-legged mortals. Depending on which path you use, the Adjudicator of Ius will be upgraded with either stronger flames for offensive combat or more defensive abilities. So the artifact will become more powerful over time, just depending on your actions. And speaking of the Adjudicator of Ius, this mod uses 11 Labs AI voice acting to give Ius a voice. He'll often chime in at various moments in the questline, and sometimes just at random while you're carrying the Adjudicator of Ius. Sorry, that's just, that is just so fun to say. But anyway, here's some quick voice samples of this in action.
You pay homage to Ius, the Extremely Agitated. I am the God of Animals. There are some who claim Hircine or Kinnereth hold that title, and I've cursed the fools who dare speak such blasphemies. No Aedra or Daedra can hope to match my power, bow before my greatness and despair. After that, I have work for you, so don't take too long bowing. Ald Valathi, town full of Dray and mudcrab hunters. Are Dray animals? I think so. They're part animal, at least. Bunch of filthy netch haters live here. Degenerates. Sneaking around, eh? Well, I guess I should stop talking. I might give you away, right? Want me to stop talking? Okay. Can Argonians and, regular lizards have children? That's kind of weird. My morbid mind sometimes thinks about things I don't really want to actually contemplate. The curse of immortality, I guess.
Far from the marsh.
I don't like this Empire organization very much. Their symbol's a dragon, but there's no dragons anywhere. Textbook case of false advertising. Do Dwemer Centurions dream of electric sheep? I wonder if there's a god like me, but for plants. Is that Kinnereth? I'm not very good with esoteric lore. I leave that to the owls and the dolphins.
Now, in addition to the quests that you can do for Ius himself, his crazy band of Khajiit cultists also have a few tasks for you to do, with some new abilities they can teach you in exchange. All this is, of course, flavored with the Drunken Mudcrab's iconic comedic dialogue, giving you plenty of entertainment while you adventure around in service of Ius, God of Animals. But anyway, that's just, that's pretty much all there is to see here. Or at least, that's enough to give you an idea of what to expect from Ius the Extremely Agitated. So that's just, that's just our mother day. As always, I've been your host, Dark Elf Guy. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy, happy modding, and I'll see you all next time.